What's going on, y'all? We are out here today with another kayak review. Check it out. We have the Hammerhead KAYAKS spinner shark right here, and I am really pumped up to go over and do a review on this kayak. But first, I'm going to kind of do a walkthrough. I'm going to show y'all everything that this kayak comes with, and then we're going to take it out on the water and we're going to do a speed, maneuverability, and a stability test. And that is going to be the ultimate test, because me coming in around 300 pounds, 290 to be exact, we're going to really see how stable this kayak is. All right, so this kayak comes on the market at $13.99, so that is a really good price point. And check it out, this kayak only weighs 53 pounds. So as far as I'm concerned, that is the lightest kayak on the market at that price point. So I think $13.99 is pretty good for a pedal drive kayak, especially these days. It is 11 foot long, so you get an 11-foot kayak, and it is 34 inches wide. So with that being said, we're just going to kind of start at the front, show y'all all the features. So up front right here, you see a tri-hole design. I feel like that is going to work really well with the stability of the kayak, because it's kind of tunnel holed right there. It's also curved up a little bit, so it should manage a little bit of that splash. And then up front right here, we do have a drain plug, nice little carrying handle, some nice little curves right here in the kayak. Does come, like I said, with a pedal drive right here, 7-position adjustable pedal drive. Does not have the 180. We get a lot of questions about that. This is your standard drive. Has nice storage right here. Open that up, and it's got a little soft compartment. You can pull that out, so if you need to access the inside of the hole, you can get to it right there. This kayak does come with spare fins, so if you tear a fin or bend a mast, you will have some spares with you, so that's really nice. Go ahead and go on the underside of the kayak real quick. You see right there that little vented area, that is for your transducer. So if you want to mount a fish finder, you can flush mount your transducer right here, and then your wires are going to come right out through this scupper hole, so that's real nice. You're also going to get some marine mat style material, nice corrugated foam padding for your feet, so if you want to stand up, make it a little bit more comfortable, or if you were to happen to drop anything, you got a little bit of sound dampening right there. Down through the kayak, you're going to get a lot of mounting options for fish finders, rod holders, anything like that. You have your track mount that runs here. You have another track mount that runs down through here, which is where your seat, go ahead and talk about it. Got your seat right here. You can adjust your lumbar support right there, but you can also loosen these bolts right here, and you have a fully adjustable seat right there. So if you're a little bit longer, you slide it all the way back. A little bit shorter, you move it forward. Pretty much just adjust it to whatever you're comfortable with. But yeah, so that's the seat. We do have some height adjustment right there, so you can set it all the way down. If you like to sit up high, hard to do with one hand, but there we go. You want to set it up high, you got it right there. And then you got more track mounts in the back coming on through, more padding, a little bit of webbing if you want to secure anything, any kind of soft coolers in the back, you got that. Then you have your rudder. Kind of show y'all what the back of the kayak looks like right there. And then show y'all the operation of the rudder. And then so all we got to do is pull our cord, cleat it up, and then our rudder in the back is going to be lifted right there. So that's pretty much the features of the kayak. I'm going to pick this light kayak up, lower it down on the water. We're going to get out here, and like I said, we're going to do a speed, maneuverability, and a stability test to show y'all pretty much how this kayak performs. So 53 pounds, we're going to go ahead and attempt to pick this thing up, take it down to the water. So I'm gonna grab my 2 carrying handles on the sides, pick it up right there. Y'all, there ain't too many kayaks that you can just pick up like this and manhandle down to the water. So really, really nice having a light option. All right, so we got our bearings about us. I went ahead and pulled up my speedometer out. Need I mind y'all, this is the first time of me ever reviewing this kayak or ever really even being on this kayak. So y'all are experiencing all of this for the first time. So we got our speedometer app out right here, and I like to do 3 different modes. One is just kind of that leisurely pace. So if I'm just kind of relaxing, going out for a stroll, not really having to push myself, this is that pace right here. So we're pushing 2 miles per hour. It's bouncing between 1 and 2, so I would say it's probably right there on the edge of 2, and that's a pretty decent speed to just kind of leisurely be going along. Now I'm going to step that up to what I would like to call a jog, and that jog is just like if maybe a storm is approaching or something's happening and I gotta hurry up and maybe get across the body of water, but I don't want to burn myself out. This is that pace. So not hitting 3 yet, somewhere probably around the top end of 2. All right, now we're gonna turn this thing around and we're gonna try to get into a sprint. We're gonna go ahead and go into a sprint. So somewhere around 3 miles per hour. Let's see if we can get it to touch 4. There we go, got it to 4. So it's sprinting somewhere between 3 and 4. All right, so we just concluded our speed test. I would say on our speed, we'll probably rate it somewhere probably about a 6 out of 10. Of course, I've been in faster kayaks, but I've also been in slower kayaks. So speed, we're probably gonna give it, like I said, 6 out of 10. Moving on to the maneuverability is how well does this thing turn? What's the turn radius look like on it? So let's get her going, get a little bit of water moving to us. And let's cut her to the right. So right there, it's got a pretty wide turn radius. You could probably upgrade the rudder and get a little bit better turning out of it. And that was to the right. We'll cut back to the left. All right, and so that's pretty much turning to the left, turning to the right. So that concludes the maneuverability. Just a real quick test left and right. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, we'll probably give it somewhere 4.5 or 5. Turn radius is not that great. There are some aftermarket rudders that you can add to it that are going to push a lot more water away from you and cause it to turn. My speculations are that the tri-hole design of the kayak is just kind of it's causing it to dig in, and the skinny rudder that the kayak has is not deflecting a ton of water to cause that kayak to maneuver and pivot and turn. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the stability test, which is the one that I have really, I don't know what to think about it. Like I said, I'm 290 pounds, and this is a very small platform for me to be standing on. So let's see what happens. All right, y'all, well, here goes nothing. Go ahead and plant my feet. I'm gonna use my pedals to help me pull up on. And we are standing. Here we go, 290 pounds, bouncing on it, rocking it side to side. Dude, I could totally fish off of this thing right now. I don't feel shaky at all. I feel very, very comfortable standing on this thing. Now, I could only imagine if you were smaller than me what you could do on it, but yeah, no, I could definitely cast, fish. I don't know that I would feel comfortable enough turning around you know, and kind of going behind me. But as far as standing up right here and fishing, this is a very, very stable platform. I mean, we're sitting here bending at the knees, rocking with it, throwing it. That's it. Stability is pretty doggone good. So on the stability, I have to give this thing a solid 9 or 10. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say 10 because it is 11-foot kayak, 34 inches wide, very small platform. Me being 290 pounds, being able to stand up on it, no problem, no shakiness. Literally did not feel like I was going to flip at all. Solid 10 out of 10 on the stability. I would probably even say that this is more stable than my Hobie Lynx, and I stand up and fish off of it all the time. I got a lot of experience on a Hobie Lynx. This kayak is more stable than that one. I will say, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the overall capacity, weight capacity for this kayak is 450 pounds. So with me being just round up to 300, if I wanted to take another 100 pounds of gear, which I probably never would on this platform, I could manage it. You know, if I wanted to go camping or kind of, I don't know, just have an excursion out where I take a cooler and a bunch of other stuff, I could fit it on this kayak and I'm not going to risk my stability. So all in all, the kayak's not as fast as other kayaks on the market. It certainly doesn't have the maneuverability as other kayaks. Once again, the maneuverability can be upgraded on these kayaks, so not a huge deal there. But all in all, for $13.99, which is more than half the price of a Hobie Lynx, it's only 53 pounds. This kayak is meant for the person who travels a lot and doesn't want to haul a trailer behind them or doesn't have a truck to be able to throw the kayak into bed. You can very easily throw this kayak up on the roof of a car. Very light, rugged, through hole design. I like it. For $13.99, it's an incredible kayak. So anyways, that's my review. Do what y'all want with it. I do recommend it for the person that wants to go lighter and doesn't want to spend $4,000 for a kayak. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this review. If y'all would, leave a like, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see y'all next time.